Many injuries and even deaths are avoidable if people know how to behave correctly in critical situations. Sometimes, knowing a simple fact can increase your chances of survival or help you save someone else's life. We've analyzed situations where a person's life can depend on their actions, and we want to present a plan of action that can help you survive. Like how you can encounter an aggressive bear. Of course, it's best to avoid bears in the wild, but if an encounter does happen, you should know that the weakest skill of this animal is its maneuverability. Bears can run very fast, but moving quickly around an object, like a car or a tree, is harder for them. Sooner or later, the animal will give up trying to catch you, seeing that the smart food is not worth its energy. However, don't panic before a bear starts to act aggressively. If it's just looking at you, just stand still. There's a chance it won't even understand who you are and what you're going to do. If it starts walking toward you slowly, walk backward slowly. Bears rarely attack people, so it's most likely that the bear will back off once it realizes you're a human. If your house smells like fish for absolutely no reason, 9 times out of 10 means that there's an electrical fire. If you can't detect the source of the smell, it's probably electric wires melting. This situation can lead to a fire or even an explosion. The best option is to cut off the electricity until the cause has been clearly found. If you're a beach lover and love to go for a swim in the sea, you must know this next fact. It might help you save your life. Getting stuck in a rip current is a very scary moment. You try to swim to the shore, but it just exhausts you and you're right back where you started. So you must know it's completely useless to swim against it to the shore. You'll only waste your energy. So you should try to swim parallel to the shore until you exit the current and only then swim toward the shore. With all the global warming and climate change, we're experiencing harsher summers every season. One thing common in these summers is heat stroke, which could prove to be fatal if not treated sooner. And do you know how you can diagnose a heat stroke? The most apparent symptoms of a heat stroke are dizziness and nausea, but they can appear for other reasons too. In order to know for sure, you should eat something sweet like candy. If the taste seems unpleasant, this is a heat stroke. It's vital for people who have any cardiovascular disorders to determine the reason as soon as possible and get the right help. Next up is another simple maneuver fact that can bring someone back to consciousness. If you really need to bring someone back to consciousness, you should put them on their back and push their knees to their chest. This will make the blood flow to their brain and the person will wake up really soon. But first, make sure the person doesn't have any leg or body injuries, or else the situation will only end up getting worse. If you were able to save a drowning person, this next fact will blow your mind if you knew that the person you saved is not entirely out of danger yet. After saving a drowning person, you should immediately take them to the hospital even though they're conscious, otherwise they could die within several days if there's some leftover water in their lungs. God forbid if you ever find yourself in a situation where you're stuck inside your own car after an accident and you're unable to open the doors of the vehicle, remember your easiest exit is the windows of the car. It's much easier to break a window by hitting it with a sharp object, not on the center, but on the edges. If you're unable to find any hard object in your car, just remove the headrest from the seat and use its other end to break the window. Headrests, however, are different in each car, so make sure that you know how to remove the ones in your car. The beach is everyone's go-to place in the summer, but if you ever go to a beach and notice that the shoreline is unexpectedly far from the normal shoreline, you should know that this might be a sign of a tsunami. If you notice this somewhere, you should warn everyone around and just run to find higher ground. Unfortunately, in 2004, people didn't pay attention to this sign before a tsunami in the Indian Ocean. The entire shore was almost exposed and people went out to collect fish and shells. And children were the most interested. However, there were 2 people who knew about this fact, a 10-year-old English girl named Tilly Smith and a biology teacher named John Croston. They managed to save as many lives as they could that day. And that's all we have for you guys in today's video. Like the video and subscribe to our channel for more stuff like this going forward. Bye for now, and peace out.